You have a lot of control over how you manage starred items inside of SmartSuite, and that is exactly what we're going to break down in this training. So if that's of interest, stick around and let's get into it. In SmartSuite, we have the ability to star or favorite different items inside of the platform. And those things that we star or favorite are going to be made readily accessible to us in our starred items panel. So let's do a quick refresher on how we get here. First and foremost, inside of any solution, I can go up into the navigation bar and right here select my starred items. Now for this particular example, I haven't added anything, but I want to point out that this suggests that we can start by adding solutions, reports, comments, etc. A lot of different things can be starred and or favorited inside of SmartSuite. So let's get to work. I'll just pick out a couple of things here. Maybe I want to start with this particular view, the client engagement by status. I'm going to go ahead and add that to my starred items. Maybe this particular record here, the HR innovation record, is something else that I really need to deal with, or I need to keep it top of mind so I can add it to my starred items. Now let's also go back to our dashboard here, and we're going to favorite a couple of the different solutions here. So maybe goals and objectives and my purchase lists. So now I have a couple of solutions that I favorited, as well as a view and a record in a specific solution. So let's drill into any old solution and then access our starred items up here. And when we do this, we see the 4 different things that we've added. So one of the options that we get is the ability to pin a favorite to the top of our list. Now I want to point out that you can actually pin multiple things. So if I had a long list of favorited items, but 1 or 3 or whatever number of those items were actually more important than the rest, well, I can pin those so that they don't get lost. And with a simple pin, you see that within the favorited or starred selection here, I now have a subset at the very top that's been pinned. I can remove the pin just as easily as I just placed it by removing it here. And I can also demonstrate for you that you can have multiple items pinned up at the top. Every time you add a new pin, it's going to put that particular thing above all of the other pins that you have. Now I can also remove things from starred items here inside the starred items section. So I can just say, you know what? HR innovation, it's not so important for me anymore. I no longer have to track that. So I can remove it from starred items, and immediately you see that it's gone from this list. Now, of course, I don't have to do this at the starred items panel here that I have open. For example, if I went back to my dashboard, I could unstar or unfavorite goals and objectives. So let's go ahead and demonstrate that. Going back to the dashboard, here's my goals and objectives. If I want to remove this from my list, I just hover over here as well. So I've got a couple of options in terms of how I remove things from being favorited, but that's it for managing our different starred and favorited items. If you missed any of that, go ahead and rewatch the training, and I'll see you in the next video. If you have any questions about what we covered in this training, please ask them below in the comments section of this video. And until then, we'll see you in the next training.